Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's BDF 44 coming. So my tone isn't wonderful because I'm not coming with the greatest news. A gentleman by the name of Otis Anderson Jr., who was on the practice squad of the LA Rams, was shot and killed by his dad. It was reported. I just read the alleged situation um, took place over an argument about his girlfriend's dog. I guess his girlfriend's dog bit his dad. He then got into a fight with his dad over that circumstance, and his dad got a gun and shot him multiple times. Um, Grazed his mother as well, but she was released without, serious injury. It's devastating. I had never heard of Otis Anderson before. I don't follow football as much as I follow basketball, but it's still very sad when you hear a story like this. I of course remember a story like this that I used to hear about all the time because it happened a couple months before I was born. It was Marvin Gaye had a similar situation where his father took his life with a gun. We always hear, well, I've always heard in the past, father or mother say, "I put you in this world, I take you out of it." But every once in a while, these situations occur, and it's really sad, man. Um, I that's about as far as you can go. Everything else is just speculation. So obviously, it's just prayers out for those who loved him. You know what I mean? Everybody in his family. This situation here is, um, it's unfathomable, and you just know that this is something that creates so much of a monkey wrench to move forward with for a family. You know what I mean? That is unfathomably difficult to try to wrap your head around. So all I can do is just send my sincerest condolences to them. And I don't even know what to say, man. You look at a football player and you just think that, you know, in a situation like that, who knows? But one thing's for certain: when somebody is that athletic and that strong in the NFL, if they're coming at you, you know what I mean, and you gonna fear for your life. Now, I can't speak to what his father's mindset was or their relationship or what. It's a lot of things that could be specifically um, catering to what went on there. But at the end of the day, just from a standpoint of, you know, being a strong person, if you're a strong human being, you're in the NFL, you're an athlete, whatever, um, people are gonna come at you with weapons when they come at you. They're not gonna want to fight you because you obviously 10 times stronger than the average human being. You know what I mean? So I always tell people, I always tell my big friends, all the people that are bigger than me, all my homies, to just understand that even though you're at an advantage with your size, they're going there's always gonna be a vulnerability that comes with that because people are gonna try to test you. You're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. People are gonna be insecure around you because of your height, stuff like that. So I just always tell my big homies, stay dangerous out here and all of that. But anyway, yeah, man, that's what I gotta say, man. Rest in peace to him. Prayers to his family, man, and prayers to all of the people who were familiar with him, the Rams fans, and everybody that followed him coming up. And from what I understand, he was a very talented dude. Obviously, he was still trying to work his way up into the big leagues, but you know, you just hate seeing something like this happen. So, prayers to his family. I can only imagine what they going through right now, trying to figure out how to wrap their head around this and just how to deal. It's a, it's one of those things where it's like you have plenty to say, um, but like I said, it's just not appropriate. It's speculation. And I just try to be as responsible as I can with my voice, man. But like I said, I harken back to that Marvin Gaye situation. I remember my mother telling me that story so many times that you just felt sad and you remember hearing about what happened after that, how the family kind of dealt with certain things. You know what I mean? Used to hear about it because I actually went to Marvin Gaye's estate when I was very little. They had like a whole setup where they had like horses there and all this. I still remember that, and you know, it's just one of those situations where I was fortunate enough to grow up in LA, so you get to hear stories that maybe other people may not hear, or growing up in my household, my mom was kind of familiar with the Hollywood scene before I was born. So by the time I got here, she had plenty of stories to tell me. She had people she was acquainted to, that kind of thing. So she knew people who knew their family. So yeah, man. But anyway, that's what that is, man. I just feel very bad when I hear that a father is taking a son's life. I just think about how um, a good father is gonna have a hard time living with that, regardless if he pay for it or not with prison time. Living with that is, I don't know how a good father lives with that. You know what I mean? No matter what you think in the moment, no matter what you stand on, how you firm you stand on, what you stand on. At the end of the day, only you can live with what that actually is, man. So that's all I'll say. My name is BDF44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.